All right, it looks like I'm live. Live. Let's make it go away. Let's make that go away. Let's track this. Hey, Amber and Artie Dar, how you doing? Hope you ladies are having a great evening. I just need to get over here so I can see things the way you guys see things. Oh. So I still have not gotten a picture of the old rollatini yet rolled out. We'll call it technical difficulties. It's been windy. And I wanted to get outside and do it there. Just unroll it and see how, long it is. But it's been windy a couple of days now. Oop. Let's mute that. Karla! Artie Dar's doing her best poltergeist. So we've got lots of stuff in our... We even got a few glue sticks over here. Let's pull those out. Let's find my glue. Maybe we know where the glue... Oh, you know what? I think I knocked it on the floor over here. I did. Glue. Yay, glue. And then we've got a new roll. And I just knocked over the old roll. And we talked about doing this one backed. So hold the phone, please. I dropped it on the floor when I was getting it out. So I thought I would use this lightweight painter's masking paper in this fun green color. I know my horror movies. Brenda, how you doing? And Amber, welcome. I hope you ladies are all having fun. Okay, let's get this computer off of the ironing board and onto the... Let me make a bigger mess. Let's get that camera cord off here. Don't let it roll that way because everything's supposed to roll right off the end there. Marty, how you doing? Welcome. So I figured what we do. And this was Elle's suggestion. So like if I just roll this out, then we're going to have to roll it. And then we'll have two sections. And after a while, that might be ridiculous. And Elle suggested I just take off strips. Like whatever I think I'm going to fill today. And roll that on here. And then don't fill all the way to the edge. And then just put on another strip of paper however long, So, I don't know. I'm halfway tempted to just start gluing to the end of it and letting it go. And then I could roll it as we go onto this without gluing it down. Just for storage purposes, I don't know. Yeah, so we're going to do this one backed just to see. Hey, Leslie, how you doing? You got some works tonight or are you having a day off? Girl, you must be exhausted. Okay, so let's grab a few things and let's get this party started. So I didn't know there was a good Dave Grohl alley, and let's see what we want to come up with here. Some things that we had out some previous days and hadn't used yet. Parts and pieces. Oh, that's a nice one. Then we got some blueberries and all right, I think that's a good start. Let's see what we can make with those things. Hey, Roseanne, how you doing? Not working tonight. Woohoo! Rosemary's got a free night. And you're gluing in your Halloween. Oh, I love my Halloween glue books. I'll tell you what. And my creepy collages. Maybe closer to fall, we'll start a creepy, let's maybe start this with some blueberries. Let's start with these down here, and then we'll put these somewhere else. So let's start with some glue in. Yes, this is the new rollatini. We were supposed to stop at the end of March. I carried one day into March just to have a last day. The old rollatini is going to get a very special video that I'll release sometime this month. We have to wait for a not windy day, and I will give you a big hint. In the desert, most afternoons are windy. So hopefully coming up here soon. If we can't get it in coming up real soon, guys, honestly, I will just figure out a way to do it in the house. I wanted to see it rolled out full, like in the grass or on a sidewalk or something. So just to see, how far away from me it rolls, basically. So we're starting a brand new rollatini tonight. We're doing it backed this time, just to see, how it works, how we like it, that sort of thing. Okay, so what do we want in the middle then? This will feel more like actual collaging, I think. Although I did really like just gluing stuff to other stuff, and it was kind of free form and all of that jazz. Get a loose edge right there. Let's glue stick that sucker. So we are starting a fresh rollatini that we will do until June, the end of June, at which point we'll start a new one. Because we did January, February, March. This will be April, May, June. And then on July, we'll start a new one. So hooray, rollatini. Maybe. And at least we won't have to worry about holes here, because we do have a back on it. I don't know why I did it like that. Oh, you know what? Also, I'm not supposed to have any hard edges. I'm already breaking my own rules, man. Here we will have less size variation, though. It won't start getting bigger or smaller all of a sudden, because we have the edge of the paper as the guide. We need a little piece right there. I don't want to show that much. I tore off a little too much. Yeah. Could be then. Now I'll get a video one way or the other before the end of the month. I don't want to let it go too long. We'll forget what we were doing. Okay, so we want to put just a little bit of this to cover. Okay, that'll work for me. Ta-da! Okay. Now we've got a crate and barrel. No hard edge. No hard edge. You can have a hard edge at the top because that's the top. Yeah. It's part of a, like, pouch. Ooh, that's a nice color, though. I kind of... See, this is where we'll lose some things. I'll have to look at both sides of the paper now. Because before, it was just whatever was on the other side of the paper was the back. Now, we could still do it double-sided, though I doubt that I will. Miss Lily is over today. Elsa and Sandy went out. I hear like the hair was on fire to go pick her up from school. I guess Tyler was unable to make it today. His job is sometimes he installs I think cash registers or pay, you know. I can't think of the word I want. Not cash registers, but payment systems. Like if you see people with those iPad things, something like that. So he's often working a job, and if it's not done, he just can't leave. Ooh, yeah, we could definitely do a whole food-a-teeny. This will definitely have food on it, though. Never fear. Never fear. There is always going to be food in our lives. I think I don't want these words here, though. I think I would like not so much white space right at the bottom. A pair of scissors would help. We could do a lot of different teenies. We could do a food-a-teeny. We could do a creepy teeny. We could do a nature teeny. Oh, I like that. I like where that's going. I have thought about tearing these up into sections and sitting around at night inking edges. But my God, how much time would that eat up, do you think? We just want to keep it as close to the edge as we can. Just have some fun with it. Okay, so over here. We don't want the hard edges. So we'll have to do a little fill and a little fill. And then we'll fill in that spot. But I think I like that there, a little graffiti stuff. Would you guys like to see a themed rollatini? Because we could definitely do a food-a-teeny. I have lots of fun. You know I love me some food. But if you guys would like to see themed rollatinis, yeah, we should definitely look at that. Okay. Okay, we're missing a little bit of coverage on here. Oh, and I need to refill this soon. Starting to get a wee bit full. And then we'll have to, once we've measured it out, or measured the whole old rollatini number 1, as it were. Man, I need definitely a glue stick right there. That little edge just does not want to stick down. You're going to stick. I have multiple glue types. You're gonna stick down. Okay. That is a bottom edge. Let's take that off there. We'll be taking that guy's face off, though. Okay, so we need just a little tiny Lay's chips. Oh, foodatini sounds pretty good. Yes, a flour teeny. Okay, so I'll come up with a few ideas, and then we can swap out. That way we'll be working on more than one rollatini at a time. Too soon for the blueberries just yet. I'd like them to be a little further down. Oh, but what if we did this? Oh, this could be fun. Hold on, hold it. Oh, nope, now I've done it. Let me see. Maybe. What if we work this into here? Need it up there just a little bit farther. Okay, I think I can do it. I think that's going to work. Okay, hold the phone. Hold the phone, please. They don't look like they're running off the graffiti into a field of wheat or grasses of some sort. Yeah, foodatini, I like that. Not that I still won't put food in other teenies, you know. Okay, so now we gotta add some glue back. Yeah. And then let's glue stick these weird little where we peeled it away. Yep. There we go. I feel like that was fun. Hello, Christine. How are you, my lovely? Maybe you'll start a porcini. That can be fun. Sunday. To all couches. You know, some of those decor magazines you could, or all seating things maybe. Like chair. You could do all chairs. All couches. I have an R&H catalogs that have tons of that stuff in there. We're just going to give this a little bit of a flat edge. So I finally watched Megan. I had my popcorn and I had I'm in love with zebra cakes right now. So a little Debbie type snack. But they turned the zebra cake, which used to be like an octagon shaped cake thing, into a roll. And I like it better as the roll. Is Janice here? Did I miss Janice? Oh, I'm on live chat again like a dork ass. Hi, Janice. Going to live chat, guys. If I miss somebody, you have a chipmunk on speed to catch up. Chips dipped in chocolate ice cream is my jam. Oh, that's not a good combo with ice cream. And Karla's probably getting ready for Medibye time. That lady's got a busy work week, I gotta tell you. Tomorrow's Friday, though. Are you guys looking forward to a little silly serial killer stuff? Okay. Not quite ready for those pieces yet. I don't think I want a big long. Maybe we just want this piece with the petroglyph on it. That's nice. I'll shorten it up a tiny bit. There we go. She was at the beginning. She came in and said, "Hey," but I know she's tired and she's had a long week and she had the injury, and I keep forgetting to message her. So I did watch Megan. I have to tell you, I enjoyed it because it was a horror movie, but I have since picked it apart. Some of these networks are their own worst enemy in this way. I would have really enjoyed Megan more if they had not shown every unique thing about the movie in their previews. Less is more, people. Less is more. You gave away all your unique things in the preview, and nothing was left for the movie. I found the entire... There's always a contrived reason why a child winds up, in a situation that leaves them vulnerable to. And I don't want to ruin the movie for anybody who hasn't seen it, but for me, it had shades of iRobot, Terminator, oh, good night, Artie Dar. Enjoy the rest of your evening, girl, and have a good sleep. Always lovely to get to hang out with you. You're alive barely. Did you get the results of your MRI, Karla? So I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it, but the first part drug on a little too long, and it was very tropey. Tomorrow you don't get them to... Darn it. Oh, yes, and that's right. I forgot. Have a wonderful weekend, lovely lady. You got to have a great weekend. Okay. So I think we're going to put her... Oh, that needs a little... That needs a pick-me-up, doesn't it? Well, it needs not a pick-me-up, but a hold me down. So it was... I enjoyed the movie, definitely, because I like all horror. But a lot of these studios are shooting themselves in the foot by showing everything that is unique and different about approaching something. They got to quit doing that, man. Okay, I think I just want to stick this right in here before we add this other piece in. We need a little glue right here. And then I watched a movie called Medusa after that, which was a little depressing and very ambiguous. It's like they ran out of, I wouldn't say it was poorly acted. I just bought a bag of, I cheated. I bought a bag of this popcorn at the dollar store when we were there. And it's, I don't care that it's gluten-free. It's fucking popcorn. Because I burnt the last couple bags of popcorn I made, and I haven't done anything different with how I make them. And so I was like, I just really want to watch this movie and not burn some popcorn. So I just bought a bag while we were at the dollar store. And that's what I did with some of my Patreon money this month. I bought popcorn. So for those of you on Patreon, thank you. That's not all I bought. I think I want to have this so it goes down further. So we'll pick something smaller for here. Let me go in the box and let's find some stuff that's already torn up a little bit small. Maybe a little more food. We've only had the blueberries so far. Yes, but this was like hookers in a trailer park. Depressing. It was an interesting idea. However, they never made the origin of how the girl was going to become the Medusa. They never made that very clear. I think I'm just going to take some of this out of here. There's like so much. Guys, we have so much fun stuff in here. Ooh, there's some good small pieces. Okay. There we go. Now surely we can find something out of all of that. Not quite big enough. Let's see. There's the Mama Berenstain Bear. I like her. Okay, so we need something a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. Well, there's a little start. We could fill that. We could fill with a little bit of that. But I do. I love Greek mythology. I'm drawn to it in particular. So I like the story of Arachne, and I love the story of Medusa. Medusa has long held an appeal for me. I was going to get a tattoo of her on my shoulder. But now I'm old, and I think that's probably not a good idea. You know, there are other things to spend my money on besides tattoos. Maybe something without... Although, you know, if we put a little of this, then that monkey picture might fit in the rest of the space. Let's do that. A little bit of apple green, the Monster Mash. She did kind of get the shit into the stick because she didn't technically do anything wrong. She was raped. Perk food. Roseanne's eating an apple. You may have some barbecue chips in a bit. So I always thought that was kind of shitty of the goddess to punish her like that when she didn't, you know. She was faithful to the shrine. She was, she did not deliberately and wantonly engage in, you know, she didn't invite the attention of the god that raped her. So. I always thought she didn't get a fair shake. And if you were going to make her a monster, I felt like she also got slighted just being a tool in Perseus's, story arc to kill the Kraken. There, we still got the monkey in there after all. Jealousy is a powerful thing. Is Karla. Low rat Medusa. It was a neat idea, but it was depressing and it was lit like we were, I don't know. It was like, I think they tried to be atmospheric, but the dialogue was shit. And the acting wasn't very good. And they kept replaying the same couple of scenes for the transformation bit that were just not very good. I'm not sad I watched it because I like the idea behind the movie. And I can build my own story that way, This was more of the idea was supposed to be more of a willing transformation to take revenge on the men that took advantage of her, and them in the end. And it just didn't feel like that in the end. And it had one of those confusing non-endings. That makes you go, why? And then I started watching Criminal Minds from the beginning. I love Criminal Minds a lot. They started that new series of it, like a new season where they came back. I don't really know much about it. I just know that they did it. And do we want to do that, or do we want to? We got to glue this side down over here. But then I watched John Wick today. So do we want to I think I want to do this in 2 sections, maybe. I think I want to fill that there and then put something else down here. Because I think I had gotten John Wick confused with another movie. John Wick is really just Keanu Reeves punching people and being punched for about an hour and a half. And then a lot of people getting shot in the head. Sorry if I spoiled it for you. It's still Keanu Reeves, Okay, what do we want to do next? We need a little piece for down here, I think. Oh, here's a little tiny bit of some I think they're caramel chocolate cheesecake brownie things. And then we'll just need a little fill right here. Yep, I like that. Let's do it. So I'm not sure if Lily's staying over the night and going to school from here in the morning or if she's getting picked up. because it is getting a little late, so it's possible she's staying the night. When I'm done with the live, I have to go clean the bathroom. Because Mike has his niece is coming by for tomorrow. She's visiting out of town and unexpectedly asked to come see him. So he took an hour and a half off work to spend a little time with her, which was very nice. Yes, Lily Bell. She did a delicious dance today. That was awesome. It included a little booty wiggle. It was so cute. And I discovered she's 6, and I did not know it. I still thought she was 5. She's a big girl now. Oh, I kind of like that, though. That's a fun little guy with an umbrella. And we can take just a smidge off the bottom there, make it a little bit flat. She was counting by 5s today. And she did enough sight words. Els offered her I think it was pennies, and so many pennies equaled lollipops. And if she got 4 lollipops, she could trade that in for a Twinkie. She made the Twinkie. Lily Bell is Els, who I live with. Els and Mike. I have housemates. I rent a room in their house. And I just put glue everywhere. Lily Bell is Els's youngest granddaughter. She is 6, apparently, as of a couple of months ago. I don't do birthdays, but I somehow missed that it was her birthday, because I would have congratulated her on being 6 then. Yeah, but she was sitting there not doing her homework, I might add, at the table. She had all the fridge magnets down, the numbers, and else has the plus and the minus and the divided by. Yeah, I'm sorry if I wasn't clear about that before. I always forget. Denzel rocks. Yeah. Denzel is pretty awesome. He's a good actor. I really like him. I haven't seen him in anything in a while, though. His favorite female DEF CON. Where was I going? Oh, so she first she said 12 plus 12 is, and I just kind of stopped. I was making a sandwich at the time, and I was listening to see if she knew what it was. And she realized I was listening, which was my stupidity. But then a little while later, she went, 5 plus 1 is, and she stopped and she thought about it for a minute, and then she went 6 and moved on with her whole life. So I don't know if she knew what 6 plus 6 was, if it was 12, but I ruined it by letting her know I was watching, because she's not a trained monkey, Composing on the fly. And up here it says, leave room for the unplanned. I like that. You will never catch me in Miami if I can help it. Ooh, Florida, so much humidity. I know that kind of heat's for some people. Like, they just eat it up, but I just don't feel like it's for me. Even though I am getting older, and technically I should probably really love the heat, right? But yeah, Mike's niece, his brother's daughter, is in town right now, and so they were trying to find just a little bit of time to do some catch up. Mike's not. Him and his brother are not particularly close, but you know how you are when it's your niece or your nephew or whatever. You always got to make time for them. Your relationship with the parent aside, your nieces and your nephews are your nieces and your nephews. One of the movies I dig up and watch once in a while is Much Ado About Nothing with Denzel, Keith Branagh, and oh yeah. It's a lovely movie. It really is. I have not seen it in forever, though. I got to be honest. Been a little while. Okay, so let's, no, I'd really rather, so let's find something to fill here. What would be good for right there? No hard lines, but there's one. There's one. There's a start. It's part of some kind of lamp. Miss Lily still has that fun little kid laugh, though. Oh, 100-year rainfall. Oh, or they have that one of those things where it's just monumental amounts of rain and everything is flooding. I don't watch the news that often, but I had not heard that. I don't wish that on anybody, no matter how much humidity and bugs they have. I wouldn't wish anybody property damage. That's not cool. Let's see. What else can we put down here? We need just a little short chunk of something. Chunka. Let's see. How about a little bit of garden? It goes this way, actually. Okay, so let's... This is just white space. Let's take that off there. Rip off that hard edge. Rip off the rest of the hard edge. And then, right about there, well, a little bit more than I should have. But that'll work. Cool. Okay. Well, could have just done purple. Okay. Blue on my fingers. Let's see. The airport was closed. Had waves on the runways. Well, that's no good. 1,000-year rainfall, yeah. Watched an interesting Nova PBS show on some things folks are doing to combat the weather effects where they live. Oh, wow. Well, that sounds cool. Did you watch it on TV or on a Inquiring Minds or Curious? You would have to, I think, start making changes to how you do things overall. So let's start by tearing the edge off that. Then get most of that on there, though. A wedge of a very nice sunset. There we go. This on TV. I think we have it on the TV out there. I'll have to scroll through some of the programming late at night and see. Sometimes I sit out there and read, and I'll peruse, well, you know, what's just on. And I'll occasionally put something on for noise. But I do have some ironing to do. But I will not be doing it tonight if Miss Lily is staying over, because she's got school early in the morning. If she's staying over the night. But I've already got the rugs in the washer, so I'll just need to dry the one and hang the other ones up and mop the floor and clean the toilet real quick. I'm a clean as you go sort of person, so it's not terribly bad. I think the main thing is Sandy's hair everywhere. She is not a clean as you go person. There we differ slightly. Fish! I want to put the fish on here so much. I do. Is that silly? Let's add it right there and then backfill. He needs to go on there. He just needs to. It will probably, yeah, I'm sure. They replay a lot of programming on some of those channels. Okay, Janice. Gotta have the coffee. We're putting the fishy on. Fishy, fishy. So Elsa's planning her big scavenger. She's going to go with Alex her spring trip to Phoenix. They're going to see Dr. Hua speak on Egypt, and then she'll probably go by the lace shop, and they'll do stuff together, you know. So I won't be going on the spring scavenger, and then she's going to do a fall scavenger where she was going to work all summer doing deliveries and stuff. And apparently she said on her live she was not going to let me go if I didn't raise a certain amount of money. And she said she was trying to help me raise the money, which I appreciate. But I don't like it when another adult tells me they're not going to let me do something and then puts a stipulation on it. So she'll be going with Sandra because nobody lets me do anything. And I was really bitchy in that moment. So I'm excusing myself from this particular scavenger. And I'm not even sure where she's going, honestly, in the fall. It's just a little short. I need to find a little something right there. So I will be not going on the next few. The car is not really big enough for all three of us to go with the scavenger goodies, you know. So I'll be doing around town ones, our normal ones for, you know, anything a day or less is fine with me. No overnights for me. It'll save me money. And I need to focus on the computer, so that will work for me. But yeah, I had like a total moment right there. I know she meant well. I know she meant something positive, but the way it was phrased just kind of put me on edge. Like, so Sandy has a guaranteed income. She's on disability. And if Alice winds up going down to Texas, she'll want to go visit her family. So it'll probably work out for the best. That way everybody gets what they want and need out of it. And I will hopefully get a new computer. Which is what I both want and need. I want to be able to edit videos, and I can't on my current computer. It just won't operate the software at this point. Okay. Because it's old and tired of life. Yeah. I'm not saying it as a bash Els kind of thing. I know she meant well. But it did make me feel like a child. Oh, that's upside down. So that'll have to go over there somewhere then. Unless we don't care if there's a... No, because we'd have to tear the... Because I want to... We're probably going to make it right about there like that. But I still have to take that hard edge off. So we'll save it for up top somewhere. Okay, so not that piece. We need a nice little... A little something. A wee little something. That's fun, though. Nope, still not right for that. Oh, we've got some plates of food, though. Maybe some green beans? Let's start with some green beans in there and see how that... Greeny beanies. Mike's supposed to be painting my room this fall as well. So that way, when he's done painting my room, instead of him putting everything back in here, he can continue on with his painting into his room. And he didn't have to worry about that. So that'll also work out good for, you know, him getting the things done that he needs to get done. I probably should have made that a rougher edge, but... Yeah, I think I like that. Let's do it. Still white. It just needs a, you know, no clue what chaos are. Make sure it health food, Amy, as we sit here with our chaos and Sundays. Well, mine is actually very old. I had it before I got here. It is now, I've been here 4 years, and I had it before I got here, and I think I had it probably about 4 years. So it's maybe getting close to 9 or 10 years old. It was already getting old when I moved here. And I will tell you, I'm kind of a spendthrift. I like to spend money on silly things. But I got to get serious about the whole computer thing, or one day it's going to quit and I won't be able to go online at all, and that will be bad. Hard to sell things to people and do collages and stuff if I can't even get online. That would be a thing. All right, let's see how long we've been on. Let us see. Yeah, it's just, I think it probably hasn't been painted in a while. And at least not in the last 4 years. I feel you, Marty. So let's see. Oh, only about an hour. We'll go for about another 15 or 20 minutes, and then we'll call it an evening. I will try and be a little better prepared for tomorrow for serial killer. I have been feeling very, very tired, I got to tell you. All right, so I like this kind of blue fancy area, but I think we're going to tear it in two and put it in two different spots because I don't want to do too many super big sections. do a little bit more, and then we'll call it a night. And then when we meet tomorrow, I'll have some ideas for themed rollatinis, and we'll make some choices. Whether we have 2 going at once, or we choose themes for the next couple after this one. Because we'll be doing one in July, August, September, and then one for October, November, and December. So, and that might be a good one to focus on food, because winter is a good food time. But, yeah. So. I think it's supposed to go like that, but I don't think it matters if we're just putting it in here. So let's take this edge off and see what we can come up with for right there. There are some very nice flowers, some roses, but we got to take the top off. Let me try and take that off carefully so we don't just rip away the whole. Okay, so that's a start. So a nice little vase of roses right there. So let's glue that one down. And that way Sandy can spend the summer doing deliveries with her, and I can focus on dyeing stuff for sure, because it's a lot of work to get the travel money. That's how we did it last time. Not last year, but the year before, when we went to, where did we go to? We went to Kansas. And it was quite lovely. I think I like that. I think we're going to tear it right along there, though. I think, yeah, that'll be good. And it was a fun trip. I really enjoyed it. Because her and Mike's youngest son moved to Kansas to be with his girlfriend. So we drove out there to do, to see their apartment and all that stuff. And we hit all kinds of stuff on the way there and on the way back. But so far, Sandy's only been on a short trip. And I'm sure she would enjoy the longer version. And if she knows in advance, she can save up some money in case she finds things, because she has a very specific, she's an Aquarius, so she really likes water-related things. And those kind of, blue and gray and shades of blue, like the ocean and all things in the ocean. I feel like you're going backwards. Yeah. It does look, yeah, kind of, right? Because we're going, normally we would be working this way. So in a way, yeah, we definitely are. We're working completely the opposite of what we did before. Okay. Let me have a look at where we're going here. I think we could use, I don't know, maybe some people we haven't had. Like that guy's holding a fish, but you can't see his head. All you can see is his hand. So maybe some people doing something. Let's see. We need some peoples. I think I just saw something. Okay, how about these people, but just that part right there. So let's do some creative editing. Anybody have anything in particular they want to see in tomorrow's serial killer? Episode? I don't, episode's the right word. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. So right about there, because I do like the words. A storybook lifestyle, private and carefree. I didn't know about the private part. I know because it's at Hague Point. It's like an exclusivity thing. Okay, so let's just tear here. And I think we'll just put that right in the middle right there. And then we'll work around it. Oh, but we don't need the rest of that. Ooh, or we could do, that's a big piece though. That is a very big piece. Let's go with the lady we already did. Go with what you got. And if anybody has anything they'd like to see, I'm always open to suggestions. If I have the supplies, you know. I did start looking at some pins today to see if there was anything I maybe wanted to incorporate. And, oh, I feel like you're not quite glued all the way down right there. Ooh, and I have tea in the garage that I'm actually laying out. Woohoo! If I can get the other side of the table cleaned off tonight or tomorrow, ow, then I will. This is part of a, I think it's part of a T-Mobile phone bag. It was a big purple bag, and I think it was for T-Mobile. That's what I think. I think it doesn't really matter if we glue on the green paper because we're basically covering as much of it as we can. And it's a nice, because the painter's masking paper is a nice lightweight paper. When we put thin magazine paper on there, together they're like the weight of about, it's a little thicker than a regular sheet of paper. I just glued my own dress. Awesome. There. I love that color purple too. That eggplanty sort of color. Okay, Marty. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But you would definitely like to see the rollatini, I know. So we will put that on the list of things we might rollatini in the near future. I like the idea of it. That's the other half of that. Let's just pull something out of the bottom here and see what we've got going on. So what about these kids? So let's tear the bottom off that. Now, how much of that do we need? And we might actually, now I just spent all that time gluing it down, make that go under there a little bit. Because I want to get the whole kids on there. So let's give that a hard edge. Woo! I think this page is out of a National Geographic. It's a little bit, yeah, that'll do nicely. That will do very nicely. Marty, have a great weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and that you get lots of good rest. Everybody needs lots of good rest. I won't say it's an ongoing shit show, but it does seem to be exhausting. I don't feel that negative about life, but sometimes it is tiring. I have so much stuff to do and that I want to get done, and then I have new ideas, and like my brain is jello and it's just jiggle, jiggle, jiggling. There we go. Okay, now we've done it. I put people one on top of the other. No, I actually bought it. The rolls of paper painter are not that painter's paper are not that expensive. I bought this at the hardware store. The last roll I had though was a thrift find. But I wound up giving that to Els because she needed some for a project she was working on. All right, so I'm going to put this on here. And then I think that's the edge of where we're going to stop. When we get to the edge of this, will be our stopping point for tonight. And then we won't know what he explained because the word everything was on a different page that I didn't keep. So I've got to get back on track with my regular sales. I have really, really fallen out of the habit. Don't get me wrong, I like money. And I like dyeing paper. But when I was putting out the paper this last time, I'm like, I'm actually excited about this, you know? It's a good thing. Okay, I think I want to... Well, let's do the orange side up this time. We haven't used very much of the orange side. I get stuck on that purple side, which is just as fun. Just using up some scraps we've got. Love to use up little tiny scraps if we can. Let's go big to small. Okay. And then that is too small to use, so let's get rid of those little itty bitty pieces. Taken to the extreme, you could be using scraps until the end of time. I know people who save every little piece, and I'm not saying it's good or bad or otherwise, because everybody likes to do something, you know. That's what makes art fun. What makes watching people's videos fun is to see where, you know, how are they different from you? What are they using? What are they not using? To get inspired by, you know, other people. Okay. We get a salad thing going on here. I like it. Okay, so. All right, so we need something for over here. Oh no, that's too many people. What was I thinking? Trying to avoid more people. You can have too many people in one place. Collage wise and. Okay. And then let's do this. Okay, now that I can live with. Now let's see about this salad. I literally have glue. Just little glue bits hanging off me. Okay, so we may need a little something here, and then let's see how this is looking. I think we had it like, I don't know what we had going on. I think it was like this. I just want to share that a little bit more right there. Okay, we need something right there. I'm going to make this work. Okay, here we go. It'll be better if there. What about a little? No, because you're not really going to see what it is. So it's better just to put a colored bit of paper back there. A little colored bit. That'll be nice. So just something like that. A wee colored bit. These are the ones I sprayed with the, I think it's the Delusions sprays that Miss Janie sent me. There we go. So yeah, tomorrow at about 5:15, I will be off on Saturday, and then Sunday around 3:15. Between 3 and 3:15. On Sunday, I think we're going to work on, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do jelly roll again. Jelly plate again. It might be too soon. Although I do need more jelly plating to do. I still have some stencils I haven't even tried. Okay, that's nice. Now what we may have to do here is switch it around. Maybe like that. So I think we could. Oops, that's not glued down. We can't have that. I think that would be okay. And then we'll just start filling from there next time. Because we've reached the end of here, which was kind of where we'll probably, so we'll fill the rest of that. So let's put this on there. And that'll be our last one. And then I can make a little list of some, real quick before we go off, some themed rollatinis. We'll want to start collecting things if we're going to theme the next couple. So it'll be good to know now. That way I can focus on those types of, I mean, we could even do one. I just did that all wrong again, didn't I? I wanted it this way. Good Lord. So I have to let this lay out and get dry all the way. What else is new? That's all good. Okay, there we go. So, we've got quite a bit done. Not too shabby. So I'm going to let it dry all the way. I think what I'm actually going to do is fold it like this, loosely, and lay it on my bed to dry, and then I'll roll it up on the other roller that Els gave me. Whoa! Let me just get up and move this, because I am kind of taking everything with me here. Let's just lay that there nice and gently. Okay. Oof. So while we're doing that, let's have a look at. So we need a piece of paper. It's always a thing, isn't it? Ooh, look at that, a piece of paper. And a pen. Amy, have you got a pen? I've got a pen. Oh my gosh. A convergence of things. Yes, two people is not our style, for sure. I save scraps as long as they are colorful or large enough to write or stamp on. If they are too plain or too little, and I toss. Too little, I toss. They have to. Yeah. Sometimes you keep small things just because that little bit says something to you, or it's got a little phrase on it, or it's a little piece of something that's interesting. I used to keep everything. It's so hard to store that all, and then you get it out, and you start working with small scraps, and you wind up with teenier scraps, and oh my gosh, you got to draw the line somewhere. So let's go purple. So roll. Oh, I think that might be pink. That might be hot pink. Rollatini. T-I-N. T-I-N-I. Rollatini themes. And then we'll put this into our idea book. Okay, so food was definitely a theme. Flowers. Uh, Anybody else got some ideas? I'm always going to put creepy in there, but we're probably already doing enough creepy stuff. I'd be stretching it. You know, we could just do collage fodder. And by that, I mean the colorful little pieces that I take out of magazines. I like this little pink bit. I like this little colored scraps. Landscapes is definitely a good one. Furniture. And I know we had talked about just doing couches in there. But you could basically do kitchens or bathrooms or only sinks. Who knows? We could probably put garden in there, But that's probably related to landscapes but flowers is like just flowers. Let's see, what else? What else are we attracted to? You could choose like water. You could do water things. Legs. Yes, I love legs. Legs of water. Like just pictures of oceans and stuff. Waves and whatnot. Ooh, doors and windows is good. That's always nice. Very nice. Good suggestions. Yeah, or legs or body parts like arms, hands. Just people. I think we'd struggle with that. People. Animals. There's tons of great animal pictures out there. Oh, roads and streets is good. Or paths and sidewalks. Yeah, just limbs in general, no bodies, no heads. Just the odd hand and arm and machines, yeah. That leaves it open to it because a coffee machine is a machine. A washing machine is a machine, but I consider like earth movers and stuff, cranes and stuff. I consider those machines as well. That's fun. All right, so that's fun. I love it. So I will you know what I'll probably do is put this in a poll on the Facebook group. Because I don't think I haven't got 1,000 subscribers, so I don't have a community page, and I think you can do polls on there. But then also somebody told me that everybody has a community page now. Skies and sun. Oh yeah, skies and sunsets, sunrises. You could also do moon and night skies. Or you could do all of those things together if you wanted to. So those are some great ideas. So if I can put it on a community page here, if I'm actually able to do that, I will put it there. If not, I will put it into the Facebook group. If for anybody who's not a member, there is a link in the description box below. It's the same name as my channel, I think. It might just be Darkwood Sanctuary. But there should be a link in the box if you're not a member and you do want to vote. Because there's some good ideas here. So we'll choose for the next 2 or 3. The next one's going to start in July, and the next one after that will be October. So there'll be every 3 months, there'll be a new rollatini, regardless of how long or short it is. Whatever it is, we'll theme the next few. And that'll be fun because we can start collecting things. If we know the theme for the next 3, we'll definitely start laying in supplies to win our magazine hauls and stuff. Because that would be fun. And you guys have come up with some great fun stuff. There are whole books made out of some of these things, You could also do, let's see, dolls. But I don't know that we'd be able to come up with enough of that just out of magazines. Yeah. Yeah, I think broader themes are probably better. But yeah. And who knows, maybe in all of this we'll get lucky and find some stuff, enough stuff to do something more micro over time. So that's going to be our live stream tonight, ladies. I hope you had a little bit of fun. Maybe we distracted you from your everyday shenanigans. Again, I'll be live tomorrow about 5:15, live on Sunday. And then after that Tuesday, I'll be back on next Tuesday. I did take this Tuesday off, which I let you guys know on the Sunday just prior to that. But I'll be back this Tuesday. I just needed a little extra time. Get a little caught up on my rest and stuff. So I hope to see some of you tomorrow. If I don't see you, you got plans or you have things to do or you're just tired when you get home from work, I get it. Have a great weekend, an awesome, awesome time, whether you've got errands to run or you just want to sit around and vegetate. Whatever it is you want or need to do, I hope that it is amazing. However you're spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Always feel free to post your crafts in the Facebook group. Everybody is welcome to post anything they'd like. The exception being sales. I prefer you didn't pimp your sales there. Without prior approval. If you have something you really, really are passionate about, just let me know. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. Bye, 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 bye. Good night, Christine and Janice and Roseanne and Amber. And who else has been in here? Karla, who is probably resting. Marty, who left us because she was tired. And to any and all lurkers out there, we love our lurkers as much as we love the people in the box. You guys are all awesome. That is going to be the end for tonight. Bye-bye.